Hello, nerds. This is a little bit of a different setup because this is a little bit of a different episode. So those of you on the audio can't see it, but you're about to hear. This was recorded a little bit ago, but it is a Halloween special episode right here on Generally Nerdy. I joined up with the guys, the What's Wrong cast. I apologize, Jeremy, if I didn't remember the title of your podcast correctly, but we do proper intros for each other when we get in. And then the guys over at Nerd Talk, who invited me for this, it was a lot of fun. We talk about the best Halloween monsters, best Halloween characters who would win in a death match, I guess, so that I'm not stepping on anyone's copyright. So thank you very much, nerds, for tuning in to this very special Halloween episode, and let's get to it.
Sequence start 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, ignition. I would like to introduce
Generally Nerdy.
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 All right, so Jeremy, I think you should start with your grand introduction. I would say it would probably be the best way to start this.
Okay, for me?
Yeah.
Sure.
Since you're the one who set this whole dang thing up.
That was John's idea, but we will go. And so I'll kick it off, and we'll start off with thing today on all of our shows. My name is Jeremy Wood. I am the co-host of What's Wrong With You with Marla K. Schnepp. She's not here with us right now. It's a sausage party. I am, you can reach, so welcome to What's Wrong With You. Welcome to the next person who wants to talk.
Sausage Party, horrible movie, by the way.
Terrible flick. It had so much. One of the few movies that where the trailer was like, hell yeah, this is something I want to see. Carrots get slaughtered, and it just didn't work. Thank God for that. The interview was better though.
There you go. All right, fellas, I'm gonna let y'all go next.
All right, we're the Nerd Talk podcast. We're Nerd Talk on everything except for TikTok. It's Nerd Talk 69, and sub to our Patreon.
Oh, ew.
We have a $3 and $6 tier. We want more than just Nathan on our Patreon.
No, I actually just prefer Nathan. It's really close and intimate like that.
All right, I guess that leaves me. I am, in case you guys can see the name that is showing up under my face on the respective shows. That's not my real name. That's just my Zoom name. I'm Dustin. I run a podcast called Generally Nerdy, a YouTube channel, a TikTok. Pretty much if it's social media, I've got my nerdy ninja on the job. So I talk about generally nerdy things on my show. Usually the biggest thing I do is my nerd news show. Right now it's once a week because we're getting to the end of the year, but usually it's twice a week. And source for all of your nerdy news needs. That is a really stupid intro that I just gave, but let's roll into this tournament, gentlemen.
I was like, hey, I'm What's Wrong With You, and that was it. So you can find What's Wrong Cast on Facebook, What's Wrong With You Cast on Instagram, and at What's Wrong Cast on TikTok, where you find nothing. Sorry about that.
Absolutely nothing.
There's something there, but it's all you can find elsewhere. So I'm sorry for stepping on your intro. I just forgot what it was. So yeah, let's see what the Nerd Talk guys have for us today.
All right, first round, we got Jason and Pennywise.
Which type of Pennywise? Is it the 80s version, the 90s?
Yeah,
80s?
Are we talking Tim Curry or are we talking Skarsgård?
No, it's the new Pennywise.
Magic versus a zombie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they can't.
Well, a magic zombie. You gotta at least give credit where credit is due. It is definitely a magic zombie.
Right. I I just watched a kill counts. It just did this great little YouTube series for this James H. guy, and I watched all the Friday the 13th kill counts. So now I'm super versed in this type of not super versed. I have an idea. So Jason, it wasn't Jason really until like he missed out on 2 of these 8 movies or whatever. So he's not really something. So we're talking about the mother versus the one guy who was just pissed off his son got killed. And I think in the third one, right? Is it the third one?
Yeah, it was the third one when he got the mask. It was the one of the kids, because that was the one with all the goofy 3D gags. It was one of the kids was wearing that mask first, and he killed the kid and took the mask.
Right.
Okay.
That was the first iteration of the mask. So, I mean, God, he's an unstoppable dude, and even in Freddy vs. Jason, he's still alive.
Yeah, and you, I don't know if you want to compare kill counts here, because Pennywise doesn't have he's got a little bit of a kill count if you go through the lore, but the actual kill count in the movie is like 7 kids, maybe.
Yeah, so
only 7 kids.
kids.
That's Trump numbers, right?
But if
That's
they were
a lot
both
of numbers.
if they were both to go against each other, Pennywise is fueled by fear, right?
Right.
Yep.
And
he's only powerful if you're afraid of him.
Right, and how is Jason going to be afraid of a stupid dancing? I mean, no offense, I do think Bill Skarsgård as Pennywise is the better choice here, even though Tim Curry is classic. But as far as like scary clowns, Skarsgård's got that down pat. But like, I don't know, I feel like Jason takes this one hands down
for sure.
And also, Jason's killed Freddy.
Touche.
Pennywise.
Freddy's a ghost.
Okay.
Freddy's a ghost.
And
so
he's a
you
dream
wanna
demon.
follow? Wait, Pennywise not a
Yeah.
ghost.
He got his power.
No, he's
from
like an alien.
dream entities. Yes.
Oh, he's pretty much a ghost.
That's not That's not even a ghost. You see, you don't know what
If
you're
you
talking
can
about.
kill a ghost, you can kill an alien.
Your vote is out of here. He can't die. That's the thing.
It's still 2
Every
against
time
1.
he's defeated, he just goes back to sleep and comes back.
That's the same with Jason.
No,
He was
see,
literally
that's my
resurrected
point.
under
Parallels
glass by
my
being
point.
struck with
Pennywise will outlive him.
But this is,
Either of them
but
could
we're
beat
not,
the other
but we're
one.
not talking
Pennywise will outlive.
Freddy and Jason though, fellas. We're talking Jason and Pennywise. The Freddy and Jason argument could technically go back and forth because they're both, different kinds of spirits or whatever. But the Jason and Pennywise thing, that's where we're at right now. We can leave Freddy off the table.
Yeah, it's got
don't bring him up again.
Gotta leave Jason there because he's an unstoppable killing machine who has no fear.
Yeah,
Pennywise lives off of that, so it's got to be Jason Voorhees for the.
Yep,
for the
I'm voting Jason.
How does he kill him? And that's the thing. But that would end for another 45. We would have another 45-minute podcast with how does he kill?
Oh shit!
The clown.
There's
That's the thing.
we could pitch that to the death battle guys.
So I guess it's 3 against 1, Noah.
I guess so.
So Jason moves on. And the next we got Ghostface versus Saw, but Saw has prep time.
Oh, dude, you give him. Oh.
He's an old man, Noah. What's he gonna do? What's he gonna do if you don't know?
I don't know.
Only
He's a week prep time.
Are we? He has a week of prep time. Only Jigsaw has prep time, not Ghostface.
Only Jigsaw, not Ghostface.
Ghostface put a lot into it. I mean, not a lot, but there was some planning.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is
He had to make a phone call.
No, fine. We'll give them both a week prep time.
There we go.
okay? Because each iteration of Ghostface, he usually has a lot of time to prep. So this is like Batman without prep time. So yeah, all right. Week's prep time. Jigsaw versus Ghostface. Any particular version of Ghostface or just the general concept?
Just the general concept.
Okay.
Give me Matthew Lillard. Just give me Matthew Lillard.
All right, I'm with you on that one, Jeremy. I'm with you on that one. Oh, that's an interesting thought. I didn't even think about that. I don't know. I'm gonna process this for a second. What do you think, Jeremy?
I'm gonna give my. Is it okay if I give my opinion? I'm gonna go with simplicity here, I mean, it's a bunch of teenagers versus a very old wise man. Now I'm 44. But I'm going to go, God, I'd love to say that it would be Saw, but Jesus, he's got to put that shit together. In 1 week isn't enough to schedule a train, to rip your tongue out, blah, blah, blah. This dude just got a knife and a will. And I mean, just the simplicity of it all and keep it simple. I'm going with Ghostface on this.
I got to go the opposite. The complex whole plan You can't outthink that. You're gonna go in there. I'm gonna walk in the room. Oh, I'm gonna kill him with my knife. Boom! It's a trap. You gotta like stab yourself to get out of it. Oh, you're dead.
You gotta like cut off your own arm into like a meat bucket.
Actually, doesn't Saw always like leave a way to get out?
He does, but sometimes it's really hard. Like not a lot of people live his traps.
Wait, Ghostface isn't like a lot of people.
That's true.
There was one time.
I'm also have to go Saw. I really feel like Saw would come out on top because in the second Saw movie, he was just a complete genius with the whole plot twist where the son was really in the room the whole time. Like he tricked an entire police department. I'm sure he can trick one, serial killer.
I'm changing mine to Ghostface because I feel like he'd make a trap, but there'd be a way out of it.
There would be because Saw.
And I think Ghostface would be able to get out of it. And then at that point, it's like game over.
Game over, man.
Exactly.
All right.
All right. So I thought I was gonna be the one that was gonna make this up, but since you just flipped your vote to the other way, we're gonna have a tiebreaker here. I feel like, gentlemen. I'm gonna have to go with Saw. I would say Jigsaw would take Ghostface. As much as I love Matthew Lillard and that first Scream movie and all of the planning they did have, I feel like the fact that Saw believes in something and he's not just doing it for the glory, he's doing it to teach a lesson, I feel like that's slightly more powerful. So I'm going to put my hat in for Jigsaw.
There it is. Jigsaw moves on. I mean, this is a thing. Really, we have Jason Voorhees. This is the Captain America. We did a tournament with Captain America. We thought that was going to be just. It was over. It's Captain America versus Wizards. So now this Jason Voorhees. So Jigsaw. God, I just love the idea of walking in, and again, it's not something I dream about, not something I want to do. I love the idea of just walking in, and saying like, "Hey, I'm just gonna stab the shit out of you." So, but yeah, I just the exposition of the Saw movies gets to me, but neither here nor there. Go do your thing. So yeah, I'm with it.
All right.
Wait.
What's next on the? I was counting wrong. Apparently, I thought Jeremy voted for Ghostface for some reason.
Yeah, I thought he voted for Ghostface too.
I did vote for Ghostface.
So yeah, there we go. That's we have a tiebreaker then because the Nerd Talk gentlemen both voted otherwise.
Mm-hmm.
So we got to bring in the kid.
Oh, my kid.
Yeah.
All right. Hold on. Sydney. Oh God, her name's Sydney too. So this is. Can you step here for a second? I need you for a minute. I just because I gotta settle a tiebreaker. Coming up, baby. Well, you know what she's gonna pick.
No, I think she's gonna upset the Jigsaw votes. I think that's gonna happen, but we'll see.
All right, so let's see what we got here. Oh God, she's. What's up, babe? Can you just come up here? Okay, so here it is. Do you pick Saw or the Scream guy? As far as horror movies, do you pick the Jigsaw or the Scream movies? Now she's never seen any of these. She just knows. Okay, come over here and say that. Come over here and say it. Just real quick. It won't take long. All right, baby. This is Sydney, my daughter. Hello, Sydney.
Hello, Sydney.
Guys, this is my daughter, and you're here for a the Scream guy versus Jigsaw, the one who does all the traps and hurts people. So who do you like? Do you like the Scream guy, or do you like the Jigsaw guy?
I like the kind.
You like Jigsaw. She picks Jigsaw.
Whoa!
Let's go.
So you stay close. We're going to be doing this
They need
again.
to change up the tiebreaker. Don't like it.
If you want to sit. I understand. I got you. I'm sorry. My apologies. I just got in the middle of her Smash Brothers game.
I'm digging the Ice Cube hoodie. That was cool.
Yeah, it's her, man. Cool.
Next, we got Dracula versus Frankenstein.
Ooh. All right, no, Frankenstein's
OG.
monster. Frankenstein's right, not Dr. Frankenstein. We're talking about the monster.
The doctor.
Oh, ew.
All right.
I feel like I probably should have anticipated this one. I'll take the lead on this though. Man, just pure raw power. Which because there's been so many literary and movie versions of Dracula, do you have a particular version? Because usually the monster's pretty well set. They don't really vary too much when we're talking about the monster. But if we're talking about the king of the vampires, there's been the Gary Oldman one. There's been the one with the guy in the Blade movies. Which version of Dracula are we thinking?
Let's go with Blade.
No, the Adam Sandler one.
Well, that just made it easy. You said Blade?
Yeah.
All right. So if it's that Dracula,
Wesley Snipes Dracula? I mean, is it Wesley Snipes or just standard?
No, he's so the guy in Blade Trinity that plays Dracula is also in. He was in Legends of Tomorrow. He's not Captain Cold. He's the one with the fire. I can't think of his name. Firebug.
Yeah.
Heatwave.
Heatwave. There you go. Thank you. And then he was also in Prison Break. He was the older brother.
His
in Prison
brother.
Break.
Okay. Yeah. There you go. Yes, please. Is he a daywalker?
Yes, he was the original daywalker in the Blade.
Okay. All right. Cool. So I'll leave you.
So, but I still feel like he is not quite as strong. Just you always get the monster as being like just inhuman with his strength but he's got a soft side. All right, so I'm waffling a little bit. I'm going Dracula.
All right, Jerry, what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, if it's on my strength, is great as you can't bite Dracula. I mean, Frankenstein. What does he have? He's got dead blood. I would have gone with the Interview with the Vampire, just to have that beautiful dramatic look. And then you gave me the blood of the dead and shit like that and stuff like that. So I'm gonna go with raw power. He's simple though. Dracula's a thinking man's horror guy. Got to go with Dracula on this one.
Noah?
I gotta go with Dracula. He's, immortal and, super powerful.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm the only one with Frankenstein, I guess.
Lost.
If he wasn't a daywalker, it would be a different story.
Right. No, for sure. If we weren't talking Dracula, well, I don't know. Almost every iteration of Dracula is a daywalker. Even the one, the newest version where they were trying to kickstart a new the Universal Monsters. You remember this?
Yeah.
A couple years ago, Dracula was the first one. It wasn't called Dracula. I can't remember what the name of the movie was, but it was about Dracula, and it was like an origin story for the Universal Monsters. Even that version of him was a daywalker. So I feel like almost all versions of Dracula are daywalkers. So that's part of the lore, bro.
I thought his sunlight would just kill him dead, and I was like, okay, well that then Frankenstein wins. Just push him out the porch door and it's over. But I got to go with Dracula. And
all right, so then we got Freddy Krueger and Michael Myers.
Ooh.
They're not on the same plane. It's a
Michael
rough
Myers is magic again. We're talking magic versus dream demon.
Freddy Krueger could continually kill Michael Myers in his sleep. But does Michael Myers sleep anymore?
Oh, that's a very good point.
Hmm.
I mean, he's
So I
got
don't know
to,
who sleeps.
right? Because he's in Haddonfield forever, and I feel like there would be some source of concern, or they would mention it at some point if he never slept. Even the zombie Mike Myers sleeps. Rob Zombie Mike Myers, that is.
Yeah, but I've never seen him taking that. I don't know.
I guess, yeah. We haven't seen it on screen, so that's
that'd be kind of weird
argument.
if it was on screen. He's like, "Oh, I gotta kill someone, but I gotta take a nap. So I'll be back in like 20 minutes."
Sleep real quick.
Man, God, you want again? It's another unstoppable killing machine. But Freddy Krueger's faster. He will run.
Yeah.
He can take different forms. Michael Myers doesn't teleport like Jason Voorhees.
Right.
That's true.
But Freddy, if Michael Myers is a normal human being, sort of, and he sleeps, then he can get to him. And he can use all of his magic. But what is the solution here? Can you come back to me? I apologize.
No, you're good. This one's a tricky one.
Mm-hmm.
I'm on that same line of thought as Jeremy. I think that the magic that is keeping Michael Myers alive. There's no real evidence to show that is the same power as the magic that or the whatever, the possession or whatever Freddy has that makes him gives him his powers. So I think I would have to go Freddy. As much as I prefer the Halloween movie, well, let me rephrase that slightly. As much as I prefer the good Halloween movies, because there's 20 of them and only 3 of them are any good.
They're all amazing works of art right there.
Halloween H2O. That's my favorite movie of all time.
Resurrection. Did you know? Random bit of trivia. Did you know that the original title for Halloween Resurrection was going to be Halloween? MichaelMyers.com.
Yeah. That would have good money for that. I would have dressed up.
How horrible.
Ew.
MichaelMyers.com.
That was the
Right? So scary.
That was the reality show.
It's a website URL.
Was Busta Rhymes in that one?
Yeah, that's the one that had Busta Rhymes, where they were live streaming back in like '99, live streaming their episode of their reality TV garbage.
Face of Terror, Michael Myers.
Yeah.
Coming this fall. Like,
Yeah, dude. That's a funny bit of trivia. I would have seen that movie. I would have bought the poster.
Oh, and partially because of that, but only partially. I'm going with Freddy on this.
Yeah,
I was
And
gonna go with Freddy.
specifically Robert Englund Freddy too.
right. The Robert Englund Freddy, not the one that really does his origin story.
Jackie
you're
Earle
like,
Haley is a great actor, but that movie was just flawed in so many ways.
I thought it excelled in telling the backstory of his real backstory, which was horrifying.
Well, but
children and all that, and
the issue that I had with that, and most of the community had with that, is that the original, as they elaborated on the original series, they still kept it vague. So it was like, did he do anything bad, or were these parents just on a witch hunt and he was just a victim? That's why he's re-victimizing them through their children. So they kept it kind of ambiguous. Whereas in the Jackie Earle Haley Nightmare on Elm Street, it was like, oh no, he's just a molester. He deserved to die.
Every bit of it. And I really had high hopes for that type of terrible person.
Right.
And then you sort of, when, like in pro wrestling, you want to see that person get their comeuppance. I'm sorry, I'm getting off track here. I'm going to take Freddy because he did take a woman and put her head through a television in my favorite Nightmare on Elm Street, The Dream Warriors. Freddy Krueger.
Welcome to prime time.
Damn.
That was the first Nightmare on Elm Street that I ever watched. All right, Nerd Talk, it's y'all.
All right, Noah, what do you think?
I was gonna go with Freddy, but now I heard .com, and that right there, they can't fight against that. It just can't. I probably have to go with Freddy.
Freddy? I'll go with Freddy too.
Oh, unanimous decision.
We got a queen sweep, as they say.
Wow.
Mhm.
Should be a sound
So that means top of the order. We got Jason, no prep time. Saw 1 week prep time.
Oh, Jason doesn't need prep
Or
time.
Saw.
That's. I feel like that's another hands down on the part of Jason. Mr. Voorhees takes that.
Jason should take it unless the Jigsaw killer puts him in a sewer full of toxic waste and turns him into a boy and then eviscerates him. But you got it, because that happened in a movie, terrible movie, and Jason Takes Manhattan. So you gotta go with Jason Voorhees.
Oh no!
Just because it happened. And
You mean the greatest movie ever, where he was struck by lightning underwater?
yes,
So
Yeah.
realistic.
I think it only has 31 minutes of him in it too. No, that's I think
Jason X, isn't it?
Jason X only has 31 minutes of Jason in it. So yeah, I got to go with Jason Voorhees against a feeble old man who builds contraptions.
Right.
I know it's Tom Back who does that.
The only redeeming quality for Jason X is the deep freeze kill. Oh, so great.
That is the best one. And I was so pissed off at Mythbusters for saying, "Oh, that can't happen." Well, let me just believe, you know.
I'm grumpy that didn't actually end up in the Friday the 13th, the game that just came out a few years back. for all of the gamer nerds that are listening or watching.
They have the second best with the head crush and the eye pop out.
Yeah. They were apparently, I just watched the What Happened episode about this. They were apparently going to be adding the deep freeze kill, but because of the legal issues surrounding the IP, they couldn't add any new content to the game.
Because that's why they turned into Jason's, right? Instead of Friday the 13th, right? So they were Jason X. There's a difference.
Yeah, well, that was. I think that was a studio thing. That the legal issues didn't. That just kind of sort of got settled like 2 weeks ago. They didn't pop up until 2019, just before the Corona stuff started going crazy. The writer and the director / producer of the first movie they were in the legal battle of who owned Friday the 13th and who owned Jason. The court just sided, for anyone who hasn't watched my episode on it, the court just sided with the writer, Victor, I can't remember his last name.
I've seen them all, sir. All of your podcasts.
Oh, rock and roll.
Yeah. I mean, it's got to be Jason Voorhees.
Yeah.
And I think the second, but not to get off track, the second best kill, I don't know, is the one in the tent. And of course, they're teenagers fornicating, and he sticks the pole through the woman.
Oh God, yeah.
And it's like, oh no.
That was legitimately traumatizing the first time I saw that. Oh yeah.
All right, sorry.
All right, nerd talk.
Right.
I mean, yeah, like Jigsaw really doesn't have a chance.
Yeah, I don't think you guys are missing one key factor though. Jigsaw has a puppet, so
Ew. And it's on a little tricycle.
and
it's super
I'm
creepy.
Going Jason too. It is. It'll scare Jason.
He scares him so much he kills himself.
Is that another queen sweep? Did we queen it up?
That is another clean sweep.
Mm-hmm.
That means we got Dracula and Freddy next.
Oh, that's a great matchup.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, I might have to process for a second.
Because you can only kill Dracula in a couple finite ways.
Mm-hmm.
And
True.
if you stick a stake through his heart in a dream, it won't be made. It won't happen.
Mm-hmm.
Not necessarily, because the dreamscape becomes the reality when Freddy enters the picture. So as long as Dracula is believing whatever Freddy's feeding him, I think is the key here, because he's got to sleep. He sleeps. Generally speaking, again, it really depends on which version of the mythology you're talking about. But usually, even though he can walk during the day, he's stronger at night, so he sleeps during the day. So while he's asleep, that's fair game for Freddy, man.
It's off hours for Freddy since he's nocturnal.
I mean, that's also a valid point. Shit. Oh.
Wow. That's a tough one, guys. Let's start with nerd talk on this one.
Yeah.
All right, Noah, your first thoughts.
My first thoughts. I don't know. Dracula, the OG, one of the first monsters.
Mm-hmm.
Could Freddy kill him in a dream, though? I don't think he could.
That's the question.
Like, this man's old. He's probably been around.
Mm-hmm.
Might even ran into a situation like this before. You don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Might not be his first dream demon.
Exactly. He knows magic and stuff. He's probably experienced something like this. He'd be like, wait a second. I know I'm dreaming. This ain't real. Boom. I'm awake.
Just pull a Nancy on him.
Exactly.
You're not even here, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna have to agree with Noah. I feel like Dracula would win.
Yeah, damn it, so it's hard. I mean, the cooler weapon goes to Freddy all day.
Oh, yeah.
Glove is by far the coolest thing in the world. But Dracula again. He's just he's classy, and he's also had a way with people. Doesn't he? He can hypnotize cats too. If we're talking about the Blade iteration, so he has a sway over people. So I gotta go with Dracula just because it is just experience. You're right, millions of years, thousands of years old, and my man said it. He's probably encountered a couple dream teams.
Yeah, I feel like that is a very valid point. I did not think of that when I was initially mulling it over, as you will. So we got another Queenie. I'm going with the group consensus on this.
Oh, thank God. I was so not looking forward to a Jason versus Freddy matchup because we've already seen that.
Yeah. Well, you're welcome.
So that means we got Jason and Dracula.
God, you got old Hollywood versus, cheap gore and skin flick essentially versus like a dude who wears a bolo tie. So this is something. Man.
Huh.
God. This is significant. And I'm not knocking it, and you weren't there for last time, Brother Bam, but the last tournament we did was not as thought-provoking. They put a mayor.
Whoa, Governor Cuomo. Governor Cuomo versus Gandalf.
That was
in the
significantly better.
Thunderdome.
You just
Justin, you should have been part of the last
also,
one.
they're dancing, and there's freaking chainsaws everywhere, and there's a dome.
I think the end was Mario Cuomo, or a Cuomo of sorts, versus Gandalf or something. I don't remember.
Gandalf.
Yikes.
And Gandalf won.
Yeah, as well he
In
should.
the shocking upset.
As well he should.
I got to
Gandalf didn't fondle anybody's wife.
No.
That we know.
No.
Let's not paint or taint this episode.
We're talking Jason Voorhees versus the original vampire Dracula. I just because nothing can stop Jason, I'm throwing my hat in the Jason ring.
I want to say that he'll push him out the front door. The sun will hit him. The clear Florida, the clear New Jersey sun.
There you go.
A Crystal Lake. He'll wilt. And then Jason will take his
head,
kick his head directly off his body, like Twilight, the finest vampire. It's over. Jason Voorhees gets my vote.
No.
I gotta go with Dracula again. I mean, am I biased? Maybe. Do I like Dracula? Yes, he's the king of Halloween, the OG. Now, do I have a reasoning behind why he wins? No. But he wins
Absolutely not.
Better draft.
He wins for me.
No, it's got to be Jason. It's got to be, especially if he gets struck by
I was
lightning
hoping for the
underwater.
tiebreaker.
My kid.
Dracula's more known. She would have sided with him.
I mean, if this was like a class battle, I'm sorry, John. Please, your vote. Jason Voorhees, you said. I'm sorry. If this was a class battle, if this is a class battle, just a battle of what it would be the best looking, the one you'd want to be, the horror movie you'd want to be. I mean, no one wants to be Leatherface. That's terrible.
Yeah.
You'd want to be Dracula because he's cool.
See, Dracula, he changed his vote. We win. Go Dracula.
He's definitely the coolest, but that's not the tournament. The tournament is not who's the coolest Halloween.
Who would win in a death match?
We made the tournament. We can change. It's now the coolest. Dracula wins.
I mean, Jason Voorhees is cool too. That hockey mask is just, it's iconic.
Yeah, but you got to go with the original hockey mask, not this Jason X garbage. Even the Manhattan one was like, oh.
Yeah. Well, I did like the continuity of the axe strike. A lot of them had the axe strike from the I think the second or the fourth or third movie. I forget which one. I don't know. Again, I'm not totally informed, but I do like the continuity of that. So, and he's just cool. He was in Manhattan. He's been in space. I mean, the only one who's done this before is Pinhead. Pinhead went to space. He went to Manhattan, and those movies are equally terrible.
Yeah, but Pinhead
as good as space.
Pinhead doesn't do a lot of the. Oh, the Leprechaun has also gone to space.
Leprechaun's been
He went to space. He went to the hood.
He survived the hood. Yeah, there you go.
Put him in the tournament.
Oh, Leprechaun should have been on this. I'm 5'6", dude.
Out of it too late.
No, we should have.
You know what? Let's put him in. He wins it all. I mean, anybody who went to the hood just automatically.
Yeah, if you can survive the hood, then Jason's got nothing on you, man.
Exactly.
Jason didn't look like he was in the best part of New York. I mean, I know he was in Manhattan, but he was in
the hood. I think not.
Oh, that is true.
Leprechaun. What a missed opportunity to not have Leprechaun in this. That's what I'm gonna name this. What's wrong with not having Leprechaun? No, that's awesome. Oh, thank you for inviting me for this. That's really fun.
Yeah, this was a lot of fun.
This was awesome. Huh? This was a lot of fun.
So we'll do a round of split now. I'll start so you understand what the hell that means. Thank you, gentlemen, for inviting me once again. If anybody is interested in finding out more pop culture nerdy stuff, I am Generally Nerdy, and you can find me pretty much anywhere at Generally Nerdy.
If you are a creator or of anything, we interviewed a real estate agent. So if you do anything, email what's wrong create at gmail.com, and we'll put you on video at What's Wrong Cast on Facebook and What's Wrong with Cast Instagram, soon to be a podcast, but nowhere near it just yet. But yeah, if you are a creator of anything, or you just want to talk about stuff that we just talked about, or the benefits of having Leprechaun and Pinhead in a horror movie death match, give me an email at What's Wrong Create. We'll have you on because we're desperate.
I mean, you know what?
I miss you, Mara.
Well, some have called us the #1 pop culture podcast. And
we are those people.
No, Jerry is.
Your one patron is, yeah.
No, not even Nathan.
He's like,
Jerry.
I wouldn't go that far. I'll give you the money, but you need to calm it down.
Thank you, though, Nathan, for subbing.
And we got to keep on shouting him out. Make him feel like a king.
Yeah, follow us, Nerd Talk, on Instagram, TikTok.
I mean, yeah.
We're trying to do a YouTube thing with Jerry. That'll be soon.
I mean, yeah, if you watch the whole podcast, you were probably entertained. So if you got to this part, might as well just hop on over.
Yeah, go to the Patreon. We got $6 tier, $3 tier. You know, $6 tier is obviously better, but I'm not going to turn my nose up at a $3 tier. But I will slightly judge you.
Oh,
just only
I'm
slightly.
Slightly judging you, Nathan. Just kidding. I love you.
Oh, he's going to leave now.
No, I hope not.
There is no better pain in the world than watching the one patron go walk off of the sunset because you didn't do enough.
I had a buddy who was very conservative that was my one patron for a long time, and then all this stuff went down with Jordan Peterson and stuff. He's like, I'm not on Patreon anymore. I'm just gonna give you $100. I was like, I ain't saying no, bro.
Tax free, baby.
Yeah. And people listening want to do that with us. I can say no.
Is
that better than the bait? Yes, it is.
Send check the money order or not. Nerd Talk. Beautiful.
All right, gentlemen. Until next time, rock and roll. Thank you very much again for inviting me.
This was fun.
Yeah, it was.
I will stop my recording.